You know, I'm pretty sure you've noticed that lavalier microphones for vlogging or interviewing, they can really get expensive fast. And sometimes you don't need, pro level gear. You just want something that's cheap, affordable, and most of all, it works. Well, today we're going to look at this wireless lavalier microphone for your iPhone 15. Not only can you use it for the iPhone 15, but you can use it on your iPad Pro, your iPad Pro, essentially anything with a USB-C device that's plug and play. Let's take a look at the features of this wireless microphone. All right, so like I said before, this is plug and play. There is no drivers to install, just plug in, again, maybe your laptop, your Mac, your computer, plug it in and you're connected. You also have 20 meters of accessible reception, so that comes out to about 65 feet for us Americans. That's about the range you have so far. Honestly, to tell you, if you're connecting this to your smartphone, I really don't want to be more than 60 feet away from my smartphone, all right? I don't care how cool these videos are. I'm staying close to my phone. You also get precise radio, means you're not getting a lot of interference. Clear timbre, high quality microphone, highly sensitive. It picks up your voice and like, what? I can't hear you? No, none of that. And also widely compatible, like we said before. Connect this to whatever with a USB-C port if it supports plug and play. Let's get straight to the unboxing of this. Now, this wireless microphone kit comes with 2 microphones. There is an option for 1. Again, live show, interview, also vlog, short video, as we said before. I'm talking too much. Let's get straight to the unboxing. Of course, you have your instructions that you can follow. You have your receiver. Again, just plug it into your device and you're set. For our first example, we're going to plug this into my iPad Pro and record from there. Then we'll move on to some other devices. So let me plug this into my iPad. All right, you're in. And you have 2. And you get 2. Oh, I just pulled that off. Look at that. And you get 2 wireless lavalier microphones that both connect to the receiver at the same time. So 2 transmitter, 1 receiver. It records together at the same time for you and maybe your guest or interviewee. And as far as accessories, you get a USB cable to charge your individual transmitters right here. You've got your USB connection right there. And of course, you have your power button on the back to activate a reverb setting. Not really sure why you want reverb, but you can set reverb, mute, unmute, mute, and also power this on. All right, so let's put this to the side and let me give you a sound test. I'm going to turn this on. So I'll turn that out. Hold on for 2 seconds. You'll see our power light right there. Let me turn this off. The light is now solid, so it means that we're now connected to it. I'm going to give a first test right here and put it on my chest because there's different ways you can put on a lavalier microphone on your chest, on your lapel, right here, or you can actually hold it like that. For some reason, that's all the rage. All right, so let's get to my recording equipment. And here is what your wireless microphone sounds like. From my test, it sounds pretty decent. It gets the job done, especially for an affordable wireless microphone, especially since you get 2 of these. So you're getting good quality audio between the 2 of you, whoever's deciding to join you on this adventure. You can hear right now, this is what it sounds like when it's at chest level. This is nice, good, safe distance. I find that from my use of lavalier microphones, I get the best quality from here, or one of 2 best qualities from here. We'll go all the way up to our shoulder, our collar, and this is what it sounds like from here. From my experiences, I found like this is where you kind of get the most muffled sound, but it's also the most safe. It's kind of, it's hanging there. It's not kind of like dangling here. So this kind of like the most safer area, most convenient area, but I find that it kind of muffles the sound. The third one is when you actually take it off and you're talking to it like this. Apparently this makes you look cool or maybe more natural, or, we're actually connecting right now because I'm actually holding onto something. This means that we're making that connection. I don't know. You tell me. But that's another way. All right, so that's what it sounds like connected to my iPad Pro. Let's move directly to my iPhone 15. So I'm going to stop this recording. I'm going to take the transmitter. Here we go. Take the receiver. Yeah, the receiver. I'm going to plug it into my phone. Plug it into my phone. Okay. Then I'll go ahead and put this back here on my Okay, and this is what it sounds like connected directly to my iPhone 15. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that when I'm connected to, let's just say, audio recording apps, right, where I have more control of the audio, I find that with this microphone, it is super sensitive. So a lot of times I actually want to cut back on the gain so I'm not clipping. When I connect it directly to this to the app of my phone, I really don't have that much control of the audio. So I have to be, again, I have to be sensitive, or I have to keep that in the back of my mind, making sure I don't want to clip. But of course, let's just say if you're using a 2 recording system, maybe you're using your phone to record the audio, then use a particular app. Like I'm using an app called Twisted Recorder, or yeah, Twisted Wave or something like that. So I can record the audio separately. So for example, let's just say I wanted to use my camera, right? Recording on my iPhone right now, but I'll switch to an individual app. Let's just say I'm recording from there, and I bring out my camera. And because maybe I'm not so fond of the actual sound that's coming from the microphone of the camera, and I'd rather use the audio coming from this lavalier microphone, I can still go right here and, I can sync up the audio in post, which is super convenient. Yeah, that's probably the best way to go, because normally the microphone inside of a built-in camera or your iPhone, it's not as good as a dedicated microphone, such as a lavalier microphone. So keep that in mind. All right, so we're done with that. Okay, so let's do one final test outside so you can see how this performs within the elements, such as wind, trees, cars driving by, things like that. This time we're gonna record directly to my smartphone using a separate audio recording app, but we're gonna record on a DJI Pocket 3 just to show you the versatility right there. So let's go. Okay, so this is not the first time that I've tried testing. I'm not testing this for the first time right in front of you. I find that this actually works pretty well outside, believe it or not. Got cars running by. Again, like I said before, traffic to my right. It's kind of breezy here. It's kind of an overcast day. Not a beautiful day by any stretch of the imagination, but we've got elements to contend with. And when checking out the audio previously, I was just like, where'd everything go? Like, I knew it was noisy. Like, there were cars, there were things like that, and it wasn't even, you couldn't even hear anything. So what I'm trying to say is it kind of impressed me off the bat from the previous times I tried testing this. All right, so let me give you that range test like I said before. Now, before I do that, I'm just going to say this right from the bat. There's some serious line of sight issues with it, meaning that I have it on my shirt. For some reason, when I take the 65 feet, it breaks out. But when I have it in my hand and I'm walking with it, it stays just fine. So there's some serious line of sight going on right there. Again, if you're going to be like 65 feet away, that's really up to you, but let me give you that test right now. All right. And I'm going to leave my phone right here. I'm recording on a different app. Okay, so all the way to the yellow balls is about 60 feet. Around here, this is where my previous tests were actually start to go away. So I'm just going to stop and hold it right here. And it's very much its limit right there for my previous test. But yeah, especially when it comes to the range test, you definitely want to have this line of sight. You don't want it behind you, or obviously not behind you because you're not going to hear anything, but you want a clear, you definitely want a clear line of sight between your microphone and of course the receiver as well. All right, let's go back inside, give you my final thoughts. Okay, so my final thoughts on this wireless lavalier microphone for your iPhone 15 or other plug-and-play USB-C devices. I think it does a job. I mean, there's no doubt about it. 2 microphones, 1 receiver. I feel like it does a great job canceling outside noise. I was floored when I went outside and I just heard my voice and how much it rejected the noise outside, such as the car, the wind, just everything else. I wish it did have an option where it can kind of, there's some heavy noise suppression going on to give you that kind of quality audio. I wish it gave me the option to actually turn that on or turn that off, because usually when you have those things on, it affects the sound. When you have it off, you get more of a rich, deeper sound. But outside of that, it was pretty cool, or it performed pretty well. It is a very sensitive mic. You really have to put the volume, the recording volume, low so you can minimize the chances of clipping your audio. Keep that in mind. And also, of course, the line of sight when it comes to when you're recording. Yeah, it can break up really fast if you don't have a direct line of sight. Like literally, if this is not pointing at that, it'll break up pretty fast. But if you're doing like a vlog this far away, then you're okay. You don't have to worry about that. Like, you don't have to worry about that at all. Overall, solid, overall decent audio, 2 microphones, and you're not breaking the bank. Sign me up anytime, especially if you're not trying to be like pro and you just need something to just record, you know, for a Zoom call or whatever. Yeah, this is my opinion, a no-brainer or a great starting point. All right, guys, really hope this video helped you out. Take care, enjoy. As always, I'll leave links in the description down below so you can pick up your own wireless microphone for your iPhone 15 or your other USB-C plug-and-play devices. Guys, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. Hit that like button if you like what's going on here, and also ding that notification so you can be notified for future videos as well. I'll see you next one. Take care. Bye.